Alright, I think we're good. Okay, go here. And alright, cool. Alright, let's see. Let's do I think we'll go here. Alright. Let's see what we got here. Okay, we got this. Oh shit, we're dropping our hell pod. Okay, well. There we go. We're good. We're good. We didn't die in the first 2 seconds of the game, which is always a plus. Okay, cool. Okay. I did not catch any of that. Tab for inventory. Okay, not too bad. Oh, okay, cool. So we need iron, right? Ooh, damn, there's actually a lot of veins around here. I think we'll go over to this one. And there's the enemies. Kind of jump to the side a little bit. How? Okay, well, don't really want to be on the edge here. Let's look around for where we can build first. I don't want to jump and commit to one spot. I guess I can always move it later, probably. I assume that's a thing. Yeah, I think we'll just build it right here. All right. Let's see, how many iron rods do we need? Okay, so we need 10. So okay, cool. We're good. Pick these 10. Boom. It's a little too easy. Oh, did we get a chest for that? Yeah, okay, it was a chest. Portable mine. 6 plates. All right, I think we'll have enough for 6 plates. We'll have to go get some more iron in order to make the rest. But thankfully, we followed their advice on making it literally right next to the vein, so it's not like it's the end of the world. Okay, I think we'll just see 4 rods, right? Cool. Equipment workshop. We'll just throw it down anywhere. So 2 plates and 4 iron. That's relatively. That's actually really cheap. We might be able to get in this one to go. All right, cool. Now we can just sit back and watch as we can be lazy and do nothing. It's everyone's dream is they want a game where they can just work towards the point where they have nothing to do left. Nice. Okay. You scroll up and down to swap. We'll just assume that we'll just complete the phase 2. What do we need? 10 plates. Okay. We'll go ahead and turn these into. We'll work on turning these into plates and just go over here and check on. Yeah, that's a lot more efficient than what we were doing. So yep, I think we just stick to this. Okay, we only need 10, so we won't make all of them. Okay, we need 20 of these. So that's what we need, 12. Okay, cool. Next milestone's done. Boom. Alright, we can bunny hop. So okay, let's see. 3. What is it? What we needing for 3? Copper. Hmm. How close is a copper vein? 128. Not terrible, not great. Okay, production. Smelter would be really, really nice to have. I don't think we're gonna get that luxury right this second though. Too easy. We are obviously the superior animal here. I don't know how much we need for 20 wire. Hopefully it's not too bad. So I'm just grabbing quite a bit while we're here. Okay. Here we go. Bunny hopping is the greatest thing in ever in existence in any game. No one can argue otherwise, honestly. Let me check out something. Okay, I think we are still good. Yeah, we're good. We're good on everything. This pulled up. Okay. Sure, let's turn this into wire first. I promise once this gets going, we're gonna be flying through this game. The initial setup sucks every time. Okay, I think we'll go ahead and select the milestone that we want to go for. Drop this stuff in. Okay, I don't. Here, 1 second. I don't think this is working the way it should. Okay. Maybe that fixes it a little bit. Only like a small selection of everything went live. I apologize. Okay, cool. There we go. Everything should be a little bit smoother now. Okay. Oh, the portable thing stopped. So we'll just grab what's in here. Yeah, let's grab all 100. This should get us the next phase. Oh yeah, we got plenty to get the next phase. Technically, we could use a smelter. I think it's honestly going to be faster this way. Like eliminating that whole risk of that should be good. 20 plates. Okay, and I just made way too many. I made 30. I don't know how long I'll be live on the other platforms. I may end up switching to Twitch for a little bit. Just for the sole reason, the music. So if you're in my stream right now and I leave or stop being live, you may check Twitch. I'll probably be live there. Nice. Okay. Hub upgrade 4. Okay, let's see what it takes. Actually, really, we could probably make a lot of this. Yeah, I think this is the plan. Stream maybe refer a little bit, then move over to YouTube. Man, we need so many plates. It's slowly getting closer. Let's see what phase is it that we actually unlock some useful stuff. Okay, I can't view what's in the next phase. Gotcha. That sucks. Actually, you know what? We're gonna go ahead and 5 and 8 copper. Okay. There's the copper wire that we need. We'll make it. Go ahead and make us furnace because I don't wanna have to keep manually doing everything. So we'll just place it down here. And we're missing cable to hook it up. That's nice. Let's see. 3 should be enough, I'd hope. Okay. How fast is this? Okay, yeah, that's crazy, so crazy fast. Yeah, we should have done that in the beginning. Kind of regretting that we didn't. Okay, I think we're head over to the copper vein. Over here, yeah. Right, I think. So how is everyone? This is like a complete entire like 180 from Silksong and Hollow Knight. It almost feels unnatural to be playing literally anything different. Let's see, let's get up here. But yeah, so far it seems to be fun. I mean, okay. Oh yeah, I forgot that I like got this game super early and now I got the gold helmet thing. Nice. The gold helmet's a really nice feature. Okay, yeah, we should be good on everything. Let's go ahead and make some wire. Okay, cool. I figured we might as well make a bunch of wire because I mean, we don't need a whole bunch of cables. We will, but definitely not right now. But yeah, it's okay, cool. All right, I think we'll run over. Actually, let's stop the copper smelting. I think let's swap it over to iron. I think iron's a good. Yeah, see, because we need a lot more of that than anything right now. Okay, please tell me this is enough for 10 bags. It's getting excessive. I'm sure I'm supposed to be using like the little portable guys, but I'm not doing that right now. Cool. Well, we got enough. Drop that in, and now we're literally just waiting on plates. I want to start thinking like long term because I want to like get everything set up for an iron farm really early so I can like leave this area. But I don't know if I really have enough veins to really be optimized. I mean, technically speaking, yes, I would. I just don't know if it would be really worth. It's pretty good. I'm liking it. I'm a big factory builder, and this is everything thankfully is like, it feels like so brought down to my level that of understanding that I feel very comfortable with it. Let's see. I keep trying to think way ahead of like, because I'm just like, okay, I need to be planning factories obviously, because what's a factory building sim if you don't build any factories and literally start hand doing everything? Unfortunately, a lot of it is down to us manually doing things. I'd like to get to the point where we don't have to do everything manual, but I want to get to like a good phase right now. Yeah, see, I would feel more comfortable having these. The Mark One miner, to me, that's like where it's at, because I know they gonna be. Yeah, I've had this game for a long time. I just been kind of a play here, play there, but not really, because I got like the whole supporting early access thing. I supported early access, but never played much. Which, if you knew me, it makes sense. It's a lot of it. I guess I could just like take a constructor and just reinforce the iron plate. I haven't looked for the recipe for that. How bad are we looking? Screw. And okay, it's not great. Okay, maybe it's not as bad as I thought it was either. So maybe I gotta stop speaking too soon on. I can see reinforced iron plates are gonna be one of those things where I'm really gonna hate building them. So yeah, we'll just deal with it as it comes. I only need like what, 24, so that way I can just make the rest into plates. Yep, cool. Now we can work on making a constructor, and then that way we don't have to sit here and make whatever resource we need. We can just okay, cool. We'll just conveyor belt grab. And we're missing iron plates for that. Nice. That sounds exactly like me. I'm just like, man, I'm always like, this doesn't look good. I would, if I was gonna ever do this again, I'd do this differently or this or that. And I'm like, then I'm like, I never end up actually doing it. Okay, I just got power this sucker. Oh yeah, that's right. You got a concrete. Yeah, the few times I've played it, I've ended up just getting carried by friends, and it's not like we made it even that far. Then it was just, it's like a, oh yeah, we're playing this as a group, all that good stuff, and I'm like, I got no idea what I'm doing, so I'm just gonna stand here, and you give me the cool stuff to play around with, and I help do absolutely nothing. All right, let's see. What do we need desperately? I don't even think I've ever selected the next phase of the. No, I haven't even. Uh, so iron's in there right now, so I think we're stick to iron rods. 15 per minute. So yeah, we should have got plenty of supply of that. My big thing is I'm so used to like doing everything manual that it becomes like a thing of like, why do I continue to like I continue to do things manual even though I literally don't have to at all. It makes no sense. It's like I have the option to just not have to worry about doing stuff manually. It's just I still choose to for some odd reason. Yeah, I think I'll leave that 20 bags of concrete. You know, we're gonna see what does it take to make one of these 2 plates. We're gonna just leave. I think we'll leave some on the thing itself. I don't want to have to keep. I don't want to have to mine limestone. See, so 3. We could do 2 on limestone, 1 on copper. I think that's a probably good amount. Or we could, or we could do all of them on limestone. Then we'd have that much more limestone that we probably don't need, but we'll need at some point. The copper's really not my big thing. Copper, I'm cool with going and getting copper myself. The bunny hopping in the game, absolute peak. I don't know what it is about bunny hopping in games. It's just there's something satisfying about it that just it like scratches that itch of just being able to go just that fast compared to walking around. Just makes me happy. I I usually try to do like little not really models, but like little icons and stuff for like my character. So I couldn't think of anything for Satisfactory, so I'm like, I guess we're just throwing on like a tool belt and a construction hat, because that's like, I know we're gonna be building something. That's all I know. By something, I figure probably a lot more than just one thing. Don't worry, it may take me 10,000 tries of like watching tutorials and learning how to play the game, but trust me, I'm gonna get to the point where I'm gonna have such a crazy factory. No one's gonna understand what's doing what, because I'm gonna make sure nothing's labeled or nothing's organized. It's all gonna be all over. All right. Seeing all of our work just go down the drain just hurts. It hurts a lot. Cool. All right, now we got the 50. Now really we don't have to. We should actually be pretty. I think we'll get to the 75. Okay, these guys are done. Nice. That's an easy 300 ore. And that's the power grid. Yay. I hope that keeps it up and running for a second. Okay, I feel like I'm gonna be like sleeping in the middle of the night by the time I'm done playing this. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I love seeing the tours of like people doing the mega factories and stuff. It's just, I'm like, how? It's just mind boggling. I mean, I could see myself playing this for a unreasonable amount of time, but it's like still just knowing that people probably have literally thousands of hours in the game on like one factory or something like that, and then you have people that are just like, oh well, I complete most of my playthrough, so Now I'm just gonna take all that time and just delete it and restart. Like you're really gonna restart the game? I don't want to restart. I don't even want to restart when I'm like 20, like I don't know, an hour into the game. All right, I think yeah, we'll stick to the leaves. Hopefully that keeps everything going just long enough. I'm telling you, I'm gonna be like sleeping peacefully one of these nights that I play this, and I'm gonna wake up in a dead sweat because I'm just gonna hear the power grid shut off noise. Okay, I think we'll grab this one and then we'll stop the constructors because I don't want to keep them going because I don't plan on staying here for very long. Cool. Okay, never mind. Apparently we're staying here a lot longer than I want to. Actually, I think I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear it. Okay, actually, I think we're gonna go ahead and dismantle. It may be early to be like, I'm moving shop, but yeah, I don't want to. I really don't actually want to be here. So I think we'll just grab this. Oh, yeah, I guess I could delete this too. Even I think when I was playing with my group, we got to like the train phase. I don't know what phase that is. And then I think everyone like fell off playing, as like no one really cared anymore. It's of course not like I was doing anything besides running around the map exploring. Exploring's my thing. Hey, what's going on? As you can see, this is not Silk Song. I need a mental break from. Yeah. I think I'm live over there too. I think I'm live on. Yeah, I'm live on there. Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok. So yeah, you're good. Whatever platform you need to be go to or whatever was easiest for you. I try broaden where I'm at actively. Yeah. I don't know. I just never like started like getting too in depth with a lot of the stuff. I mean, don't get me wrong. I absolutely thought this game was. I thought this game was it. Like this, seeing my friends play it, I thought, okay, this could be a game that I play like throughout my lifespan. I'm just like I could see myself playing this even when I'm older. But I think it's very easy to still just burn out or like not even just okay. Yeah. I know it's like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna be like, oh, this, I've never played this before. I don't want to say I've never played it because it's pretty obvious by the combat and everything. Oh, come on. No space. Really? Okay. I'm gonna throw this away. We'll grab this. Nice. Yeah, I don't want to listen to it. I don't know if I've ever heard anything useful from the little intercom thing. Can I make that? Is that a possible jump? Oh, okay. Maybe it is. Okay, we got this. I'm we're not gonna be beat by. Okay, there. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, we didn't. I was about to say I'm not about to be beat by a small little gap jump. Yes, yeah. That's like I said. That's my big thing. Is the trains? They like things get so complicated in the game that it almost becomes like overwhelming if you don't know what you're doing in the first place. I think we're gonna scan for like ores. Okay, yeah, we've because that right there over there, that seems like a lot of ores in one spot. And if we can live there, that'd be pretty sick. Set up like an iron factory or something there. Just anything to keep us from having to do stuff. I know I'm sitting here complaining about having to do stuff, do manual labor in the game. It's like, yeah, factory building especially. The absolute horror. Where do I want to set up shop? So those were 2 iron nodes. Okay, so these are probably the other 3. You know, I'm thinking maybe we set up shop right through these 3. Are these like pure, impure, normals? Probably normals. I don't see them giving me pures. Normal. Normal. Yeah. Oh, we're being attacked. All right, cool. Man, the one thing that sucks about starting this is I don't get a map, and I would kill for a map right now. Walking around in the dark kind of is not exactly the greatest thing. We'll take those. I'd like to step on the ground if possible. Like, I'd say I do like a taller factory, but I won't have to keep walking back and forth. So, how much are the? Okay, I think we'll do 3 of them. So let's get the hub built. We'll build it. Do I need building blocks or anything? No, I do not. Everything sucks. Everything's gonna be uneven. That's okay. We'll just make some iron plates. We have plenty to make the concrete and everything, so I'm not overly stressed about that either. We'll make the concrete. Beautiful. I wonder how much power these draw. I should have checked that before I set everything up. They probably draw an unreal amount, such an amount that my my poor little base is not going to be able to handle them. I'm sure it'll be fun. Oh, that's okay. We're gonna go store everything that we have in our inventory because obviously we're not doing all right in that category. Uh, I hope there's still copper nearby. Yeah, we're gonna go over here, destroy this. And then in front of here and get this one. And then the last thing. All right. So now we can just place these 3 things down. All right, cool. Look at us. We get this whole place. All right. Chances of the power grid blowing immediately as soon as I hook these things up. You know. So I think we'll do a power pole right there. So right there. Right there. All right. Power pole, power pole. Yeah, I have it all the way out here. I don't think this is gonna work. Oh yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. Power pole 1. Power pole 2. All right. We have a really good chance of just blowing the power grid before we even get started, so this is gonna be great. We're gonna have a blast, everyone. Actually, do we have enough for just 500? 500. My god, we actually did not blow the power grid. Wow. Wait, how much are these using? Max consumption. Okay, we got a little bit of playroom. Hmm. I could what I could do is I could make 3 of these and 3 of these. Yeah, I think that's the play. I want to make 3 smelters, and that way we can just lead it directly. So we'll just feed into the smelters. I don't. Mark 1 miners will lead into the smelters. It'll smelt it, turn it into iron ingots, put it in the storage, baby. Okay, that's the plan. Hopefully our plan works out. I'm not gonna hold my breath yet. There's a lot of little technical details that I don't take into consideration when building, so it's gonna be something. Man, 30 plates takes forever. Jeez. All right, we're so close. Nice. Okay. I feel like I'm having to work towards one goal just to just to turn around and immediately destroy all my work. Then okay, cool. We don't need that many of these. It should be very quick. We'll do like what 20? 20 should guess what plenty there. Actually, we'll do 20. Yeah, 30 just in case. I figure we always need them, no matter what. It's actually I think we're gonna store the animals and the berry stuff that we get. We'll keep one berries, and I'm pretty sure that's how you heal. Alright, I just never taken enough damage to need to heal that badly. Okay, it's a god. They're so much faster than I was ready for. Okay, that's not what I want to do. Okay, we just need to repeat that on 3 sides. Smelter. I should have lined this up better. Okay. I think we're gonna destroy this one and just replace it. More in, yeah, there we go. More in line with what we're. And then this last smelter. Just go. Nothing's gotta be perfect. I mean, it's just gotta go. Cool. Looks good to me. Okay, we just need 30 iron plates and then we have the 3 storage containers we need. Alright. That way we're not wasting so much time on everything. Because we need the production. Because if we don't do the production, that means we're gonna be on this phase for a little bit longer than I would really like to be. Which means that we have to continue to search out and collect leaves to power our biofuel. I cannot stand biofuel. It is arguably one of the worst. It's the worst fuel source. That's what it is. I'm gonna be like straight with everyone. It's the like. It's obviously the less superior. Okay, everything looks like a mess. Everything's janky. So let's add more to that whole thing. So what we need: organization. Let's do one right here. Actually, you know, let's keep this. Let's even do this organized. Boom. 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 Can I make it up there? By God, I can, but I don't have the stuff. Man, I don't got shit. We're lacking in the department of everything. These things aren't even active, so. Okay. Is there like a beautiful? That's what I was looking for. Make some more wire. Can't build a power pole. Okay, cable here. Cable here. And I need another cable. What? Did I already use up the... Yeah, it's fine. We'll just build another power pole. And I will literally come back and I'll deal with the power situation later. I don't care that much. It's a problem. One that will not get solved right this second. How many plates do I even need? Oh, what the? This mine's not even on. Did I disconnect it? I'm gonna guess I probably did. I probably accidentally disconnected. I'm gonna be real. We'll just we'll just make some of this. You come here. Power this. Please tell me that one's okay. Everything got hooked up except for that singular 14 plates, Jesus. Really wishing we had some pure veins right now. I could really use them. Can we make it? I literally don't even care about the clipping. Okay, yeah, that was a little bit more clipping than I thought, but it's fine. Does anyone even actually care? I mean, honest to God, how many people actually care about the clipping in this game? I know there's people that do actually care. It's just I am I am not one of them. If I have to clip something, if I have to clip a conveyor belt through a tree to make it easier, that tree's not standing a chance. Look at that. We got everything working now. How much does it take for another? This is gonna be even more janky than my first idea. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to build. Actually, no, I can't do that. That doesn't work. I don't know what I'm thinking. Okay, that's fine. I was thinking about hoping that I could build a conveyor belt to just like lead all these three together, but yeah, I ain't. How are we doing fuel wise? Yeah, we're not doing too bad. It's a very slow pull on our resources. Okay. Okay, we need. Sheesh. We can make the iron rods right now. But what we can't make is probably the concrete. Actually, yeah, we can make the concrete. Let's go. I actually did not expect that. We don't have I know we don't have enough copper for the spools. So we will just okay, cool. There's one thing done. And the plates. Let's go ahead and build the copper. Or not the Jesus. Okay, we can build the concrete right now. Therefore, we can just go back and deal with this later. We don't have to worry about getting concrete or anything like that because it'll already be done. Okay, cool. Boop. So we're gonna actually leave everything here. Two oh seven. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna be the. Jeez. Okay, 207 is literally our only hope. So I guess we'll have to like. We can either make 400 meter conveyor belt, or we hope that we can kind of get this enough to where we can work with it so where we don't have to worry about anything. Because I don't know how many ores or veins we should have to like really optimize on the whole. I don't know how much we need for a factory. So I assume copper is probably pretty heavy as far as factory wise goes. Okay, hopefully that's plenty. I'm telling you, we have the bunny hop down. Turn all this into ores or ingots so that we can. Yeah, we should be good on this. My main, I'll be honest, I literally set out just to complete phase 0 this stream. I wasn't sure if I was actually gonna be able to do it fast enough to actually get in like a condensed. But I mean, there's no point stopping now. I mean, we've already reached phase 0, and we're about to be completing it here shortly. So we'll keep going as long as we can. Okay, everything should be still funneling into these. Look at that. It don't get much better than that site. Of seeing us actually have resources to work with. If our power grid could handle it, I would add on. But I don't think it can. We've been pushing it pretty much to the max. We are literally riding the edge of it just shutting down because of how much juice we're pulling. As long as we can keep going until this. Boom. Easy phase. Base building and logistics. Yay! Okay, I'm tired of hearing it. Okay, I think we're gonna go for this first. Oh, that's right. Here, we're gonna go ahead and shut down the power grid. Because I want to turn these into biomass because I believe biomass lasts for longer if I'm remembering correctly. Yeah, there we go. This should last us quite a bit. Okay, what we'll do is we'll half it. So when each one gets 165. Pop this in. Oop. How much are we running? Holy, yeah. Biomass burner, there they are. I think we're gonna throw some of the excess stuff we have in our inventory. We have iron actively being turned into. I don't want to throw that away yet. I want to stay as organized as possible. Like I said, the rods and the plates are easy. The copper's sucky. It's not too bad. It's just tedious, more or less. Yeah, so we'll start taking a bunch of iron from each of these. Okay, we have enough for 150 plates. So while we're making 150 plates for the next 5 minutes, how's everyone going? the space bar, automating everything so you don't have to hold down the craft button. It's the best thing ever. Oh yeah, since I'm actually like live on YouTube as well, it's a. Does anyone when they're on YouTube get these pop up notifications letting you know it's time for you to go to bed? Like I am a grown adult, and I have an a, like an app literally telling me you need to go to bed. Like what? That's I'm pretty sure most people that are, most people can probably go to bed on their own. They don't need YouTube telling them. See, I don't know what the deal is. I've been getting them like every single day, almost every time I launch YouTube, like past I'd say like 6 p.m. It's like you should go to bed. I'm like, would you? I'm like, it's not even late. It makes no sense. I need to dig around my settings, see if it's something that I can just turn off. Cause I hope, I'm hoping and praying. I'm tired of seeing it. All right, I think perfect. So the biggest thing that we have not got yet is the copper, which is that's whatever, that's not like it's a lot of copper, I guess. I don't 300 is not like an unreasonable amount, so I'm not gonna act like Nick. I actually, next time I see one, I'm actually literally gonna screenshot and I'm gonna bring it. I'm gonna bring it next stream, or like, like I said, it's either like go to bed or take a break. Little pop-ups. That way I don't look as insane when I mention it. Because I swear they're an actual thing that just I don't understand anything about why. Gotta bring show up with the proof. Okay, can we like? Oh, that's cool. Awesome. I love how I just don't carry the stuff to build that. So I'm thinking the copper factory is gonna be pretty soon. As soon as we get like I'm gonna get a main power grid set up. So that does mean that we'll be using. I'm on the fence. I have the ability to just manually set up the power grid, or I could set up the copper factory, power it, and then just kind of gather resources from it in order to. I'm undecided on which one's more efficient. I mean, neither great, but because both are going to involve me having to get resources and everything like that, and actively like watch my power consumption. Which honestly, if I should go down that route, I may just cut the power grid for the mines and smelters and everything, and then just run it up there. I feel like I run out of stuff to talk about because like we're in such an early phase. It's like there's just what do you say besides like we're just actively waiting as stuff crafts. because we don't have the ability to make everything automated yet. We do, but we're not going to tell anyone that we do. That way it makes the whole us doing things manually thing. I don't have I don't have someone be like, you just need to set this up, and I'm gonna be like, I have no idea what you're talking about or what that is. So holy, thank you, my God. I I swear I thought I was like losing it. it I appreciate you actually looking that up. That is, it feels unreal to not have to get those anymore. I feel, like I said, I feel like I'm being treated like a child being told by, let's be real, YouTube knows majority of their audience is adults and kids that are probably watching a YouTube video way past when they should be anyway. Do you know how many times I've played a game and like woke up and in the middle of the night and I'm just like, I need to watch a tutorial on how to do something, or I need to figure out how to do this, and I go and search up a video. How many 4 a.m. tutorial videos I've sat through and watched. Maybe that's the problem. YouTube's teaching me how to parent myself. That they've determined that I'm too incompetent to take care of myself and to actually stay asleep or do the normal human person thing. So it's like, we're just gonna give you reminders of what you need to do. Launch pod. Okay. I think I feel refreshed. Yeah, I never realized I left the bow tie on my like cat model. I probably should have taken that off, considering we're literally doing construction. But it's fun. It adds to it if anything. It makes us look snazzy. I am anything but a good streamer. That's I I can't agree that I'm a good streamer just for the sole reason that I sophisticated construction. Hell yeah. I only say I'm not a good streamer because when I literally was like, I have a tendency to like take, I have a tendency to not be free for streams. So therefore, I hate disappearing for like, oh yeah, I can't put anything in there until I have a tendency of like disappearing for like 5 days, 5 or 6 days before I stream again. So it's like, we Sophisticated. Oh, sophisticated. We could do sophisticated. Well, yeah, true. I guess that is a point, but I don't know. I've been doing this for a long time. I know it seems dumb, but like I've never taken this serious. This is the first year that I started actually taking this like serious of like enjoying it and like, well, not really enjoying it, but I've always enjoyed it, but I've been like, okay, I actually want to like start doing stuff and making stuff funnier and just adding that much. I've been My first video was uploaded 3 years ago, like day before yesterday. So I've had runs where I've went and then just pushed too hard, burned out, and then it just killed everything because I just couldn't maintain the. I attempted daily uploads where I was like stressing about, man, I gotta come up with a video idea, I gotta record, edit, thumbnail, gotta make sure everything's like perfect for everyone to watch, and it became like overly stressing because I made it that way. I essentially turned it into. I turned it into something that it wasn't. I feel a lot more genuine if I'm not actively like, if I kind of do it as I go along. Yeah, it's when it feels more like hitting home genuine. Yeah, absolutely. I think that's a big thing. Is originally started, it was actually, crazy enough, I actually started at like more of a it was more of a competition with a friend of mine. Uh, because we always like crack jokes and poke fun at each other, like because he started like doing really good on YouTube, and I'm like, and we were playing games together, and I'm just like, it was always like a, so when you gonna like get into this, or it's like, maybe it's like not the worst thing for me to actually like look into, because I mean I enjoy, it's nice to meet people, and it's like it's relaxing to just kind of chill out for a bit. I'm more talkative on stream than I am in my own life. So yeah, it's like, oh dude, oh. We let's see, I think it was like 8 inches of snow, something like that. Roughly. I have a friend that, of course, he lives quite a ways away. I think he got 20 inches of snow, and this was still expected to get more. And I'm like, I would die. I couldn't do. I wouldn't be able to do it. Like, that is a. The biggest thing where I'm at is literally in the back streets of nowhere. So it means that we are my town is not equipped to provide any like salting on the roads or scrapers or anything like that. So if you get snow and it freezes into ice, you are pretty much stuck there because there's no way you're getting out. It I think it was like, I bet it was like a few. I bet that we had like a, I don't know, it'd be like That's a like half inch to an inch thick block of just solid ice on the roads. And so it's like you can technically drive, it's just very advised against by everyone. So it was like, yeah, I understand that. I one of our like neighbors actually visited us when we had like all the giant snow and everything like that, and they literally showed up on a side by side, or just is literally the funniest thing ever. And of course, it's cold outside, so it's like there's like super mega bundled to like not get sick from the weather. See, mentioning like the I know I mentioned in my last stream about like I mentioned that like I have health issues going on. I, for example, when we had the snow, it was 8 degrees outside. I slept with my window open because I was overheating. My I have a temperature regulation issue going on, so therefore it's like my I was literally overheating being inside. So I was like having to leave my window open just to keep cool, which you get a lot of strange looks when you have a window open when it's literally 8 degrees outside. It's it's not a great look. It's a pure concern. Let's see. I think we'll just go and make some plates. It sucks knowing you say it as a joke. I literally have family members look at me when I look at me like that. When are you okay? Like, do we like we need to get you like you need to go to a doctor? And I'm like, yeah, I've like actively been going to a doctor for literally 5 years and none, just no idea of what could be causing. So it's like I'm like, yeah, we're just. It's not like I care. I mean, it doesn't bother me. I have no problem sleeping with the window open in 8 degree weather. Because if anything, electric, as far as my usage of electric goes, my computer is the only thing that uses electric because I don't have to have heat. So it's like, there's perks and disadvantages. Are these okay? Yeah, these are a lot more efficient than what I'm doing. I guess I can just grab the iron plates while those are working. I know that was a big thing because like I love multi-streaming. The only disadvantage about being on YouTube is it's weird because you can't have any music or anything like that. It's gotta be like the copyright free. And the problem is you get songs stuck in your head, and then like when I'm like streaming, it's like I'm sitting there like wanting to sing along, but I can't. So it's like, oh god, I I have fought tooth and nail for about my channel because I wanted it to be just Cokey. No other BS involved. But I could not have it on Twitch because Twitch flagged it as drug related because it has the word, you know, it's got the word Coca-Cola just cut off the second part, which I have to say is the stupidest reasoning I've ever gotten about anything in my life. But I'm like, okay, well, I have to play by the rules. It's not like I can just. I'd actually thought about rebranding this year, but I'm like, I'm already like actively like stuck to it. So like, if another like name came along that everyone liked, then true. That's actually not a bad name. I was like, I was like, I hate that I can't use the name that I literally wanted to from the get go. I also need to make a different profile picture before I get like before some random being from the shadows comes and being like, that's actually a picture of a Coca-Cola, so that's copyrighted. So you're gonna have to remove that. Nice. Gonna be like awesome. Thanks. I wanna branch out with the stuff that I do too. I've I've been looking at like going into some games and like trying to like reskin stuff just to make it kind of a little bit more fun and different from kind of your basic. Yeah, I've actually got it down to where like a or if I like tilt my head enough, my eyes go in my helmet like I'm hiding. Yeah, it's pretty. You're not wrong though. It is very the sensitivity on it is a. I don't know anything about VTubing or the models or anything like that. So therefore, this is all just pure guesswork. And I attempt different things and hope to God it works. Sometimes it does. I've had a couple like really rough fails. It's just where I end up like breaking something, then you have to like backtrack, figure out what you did in order to fix it to where it's normal again. I have no idea what this is, but we're collecting it. Boxing or boxing. Words are not my strong suit, so we're just gonna. Yep. I was hesitant to play this one or this game because I'm like, man, I'm scared because every time I feel like every time that people come into my stream, it's like they're wanting. I post so much Hollow Knight stuff, and I'm just like, they're obviously here wanting the Hollow Knight stuff. So I'm like, am I even allowed to play anything else? But I'm like, if I only play Silk Song or only play Hollow Knight, I'm gonna by the time I'm done, I'm gonna hate both, like with a passion. I'm just never gonna want to touch them again. It's and that's not great for. Hey, I appreciate hearing that. That's I tried and hope to make it not about the game. You always want to add that value. So it's like, okay, well, if someone comes in, I have something more to offer besides just the game in general. I need a mental health break away from Hollow Knight and Silk Song. Yeah, we're skipping every. I don't want to hear the announcement things. Yeah, because I honestly think if I keep pushing on Silk Song, or I hammered through Hollow Knight really hard. and I think I was way more exhausted of the game. Yeah, I think I was way more exhausted from that than I thought I was. And then getting into Silksong, I'm just like, I don't know if I can actually do this right now. I don't feel up to this. I don't feel up to it really. Just like I feel like I'd be rather be playing anything. But the first Silksong like thing wasn't bad. It's just it didn't feel like it didn't feel super hard, but then like as I just got more time into Silksong, it's like, okay, yeah, this is getting. Oh yeah, I literally have so many games that I have like barely touched. Satisfactory was one that I've always been like that. I like the idea of playing the build, like the build things for the factory builders, but I was like never sure if I like could keep track of the concepts well enough to. Crazy enough, I don't know when it'll happen, but I have a lot of like I have a genuine like insane amount of like like video ideas and streams and stuff constantly running through my head that it gets a little hard to like manage sometimes because I keep thinking of new things and I'm just like, well, I could do this. Like, well, I'm missing this key component for that right this second, so it's like. Oh yeah, I I was like before I even started Silksong, I I talked to people that played and finished the game, and I got told by them they're just like I'm just like, oh, I'll be honest, like how am I gonna do in the game? And they're just like it's questionable if you're gonna want to finish it or like if you're even gonna want to play through all of it because it is just that different of a beast compared to Hollow Knight. And then seeing what they're on the first stream, I really saw what everyone was talking about. What thing? Oh, this thing. I I've always referred to them as whales. I don't think that's what they are, but I know you can just they don't attack or anything. You can hit them and they run away. There he goes. I say with a bit of embarrassment because I've killed one of those guys before because I was in the middle of a construction project and he kept getting in my way and I'm like I'm gonna have to kill him and I I didn't expect to actually do it. I thought that I just assumed that I would be like it'd have like an unreal amount of health, but yeah, it's they do take a lot of hits, but they are very you can kill them, which makes things a little awkward. If I remember correctly, the first time I did, like the game like scold you for it too, for just like essentially killing a random creature. It's like the game literally finger wags at you, telling you that you did a bad thing. Yeah, the biggest thing about like the because I've actually thought about doing like not really IRL stuff, but like more videos with like my with some with my face and everything like that. The biggest thing is every every time you swap what you're doing on your channel, you have to figure out how exactly to arrange the thumbnails in order to bring people in. I think that's something that I never figured out with myself. So it's like of how to include either my face or how to swap it to where it's like, okay, I don't have my face on the thumbnail, which is fine, but I still want to hit home about the that in some one or two of the video ideas are like they're a little. I have some very how would I describe it? Very edgy humor sometimes. So it's like, do I even want to make this? Yeah, yeah, pretty much. It's actually we're gonna. Can I add these to my recipes? No, okay, I cannot. Yeah, I had no real issue with either one. I can do the VTuber or I can just like turn on the camera and do it either way. It's I've got used to both, so it's like it's like I feel like at that point it's like not even a big stress of, oh well, I gotta be worried about what I'm doing on camera. To It's just kind of natural at this point. You do get nervous sometimes. I've had plenty of. I don't know why I deleted that. That was really stupid. Let me at least grab the. Like I deleted, like I thought, okay, I'm done with that. I don't need that anymore. Let's see. So we should be able to get onto like phase 2 by the end of the stream, which would be pretty nice. I mean, considering we just started. Granted, I know everything else is going to take 10,000 years to progress. Power World. I got you. I've never actually played Power World. I've yeah, it's I don't know. I don't know if I just never got into it or just I've seen so much about it. Cuz like I thought I think the hardest part, and of course I know every person's different and every streamer's different on stuff, is finding like, so like for example, let's say that I'm like heavy into Satisfactory. It's To me it's cooler to network and find people to actively play the game with, but at the same time it's because obviously everyone's not comfortable being on a stream. And I get that. I have friends and stuff like that you know I've asked, hey, would you want to participate or like play a game on a streamer, and it's like a no, which is, I'm not gonna be like, oh, you have to play. I get it. Not everyone's comfortable being like, because you're under the microscope of pretty much. That's a lot of it. I mean, I'm not even using a. Let's see. I'm not even using a VTuber model that I should be using. This model is literally meant to be held in this model was originally created for, I think it was like a I don't know. You know how a lot of like the VTubers and stuff like that, or like anime women. This cat was literally designed to be held by one of them, and it was like a separate little asset away from everything. I'm like, I like the cat more than anything, so I'm like, I'm taking the cat. So like that's why the arms are the way they are. If it looks like they're like side by side, because it's supposed to mean like you're being like your hands are like hanging over the arm of the person. I make do with pretty much whatever I can, whatever works. Building is a it's a tedious thing. Yeah, that's a lot of what I'm running into here. I I like to pay attention and just so I know like what's going on. I just don't know a lot of like the reasoning behind it or the know-how. So that's essentially what I ran into with this game is I played with friends that literally carried us into the late stages of the game. And so when I came back to play, it's like I don't really know what to do. All I did in the world was run around and explore. And I'd get told, hey, look out for this resource. And so if I spotted it, I'd be like, hey, there's this resource where I'm at. That was literally my whole job. I was literally a resource spotter. I just traveled. I never like worked on the factories really or yeah, I this the sad thing I did Terraria playthrough with one or like one of my really good friends, and I swear we were like always cracking jokes about like, oh, you know, it's like our titles were gonna be like, you know, pro teaches noob or whatever. But then like I literally so experienced in Terraria that I kept dying because I swear every boss just like had a hard lock on me. So it was like nothing I did, just everything just kept targeting me and killing me. So I literally had people being like, I came in and I actually didn't know who was who. I'm just like, yeah, I know. That's awesome. Love to hear that. Which I'm I don't know how they're feel about. I need to get with them. I may actually record a video with them. I would love to do a video with them if they're down for it. Of course, it's do like a multiplayer. There's so many multiplayer games that I've like. I remember when like Peak, like the game Peak took off and everything like that. I've still never beat it. I have a oh yeah, I've played Gary's mod. I've went for the week achievement too. I haven't accomplished the month one where it's like you have to leave the game open for like a week straight. That was one of the achievements. I'm like, yeah, I'm doing that. Yeah, we're just gonna run around and collect leaves right now. Gary's mod, Gary's mod carried so much of my life. Gary's mod in Minecraft, not even the current Minecraft. I like the current Minecraft, but Minecraft was one of those games that when I started playing, I had got bought the oh, what is it? The like, yeah, just messing around doing stupid stuff in Gary's mod was always like the greatest thing. See, like my one of my big like things that got me super into like Minecraft and stuff was I had actually played the what was it, like the trial of Minecraft, like when they released the demo, Minecraft demo on to like 360 and stuff like that. I was like, oh, okay, I gotta play. Okay, cool. We can we might actually go for the salt biofuel. Yeah, yeah. I haven't played Gary's mod in a hot minute. Yeah, I remember like people getting like the nuke add-ons, where it's like that you'd shoot a gun, it would just make an explosion that lasts so long. Because every time it was like every time you spawned in, you just immediately got killed by like the shockwave and everything like that. See, I think we're gonna start on the 500 screws. I gotta set up a factory or something to automate some of this a little bit. Doing this manually is just not it. Still a fun game, enjoyable. It's just see, I'd never played Half-Life, so a lot of the NPCs and stuff like that were like I had no idea where it came from, and uh man, I don't remember if I was streaming back then or not. I played through the first Half-Life game, like the old one, and the one that had a lot of issues as well. But I remember that was like a very memorable game playing through because it I think it was the longest playthrough I've done on a game like that, story wise. Yeah, I get it because honestly, I was never really obsessed with Half Life. Now when I played through the first one, I got a lot more into it. I bought like the little bundle that Steam had on sale, so it's like all the hype about that. So I like what is it? Half Life, Half Life 2, Half Life oh, what is it? Where it's like through different perspectives of the characters and stuff. I do, but I'm not proud of what game it is. So the one game that had the most absurd hours on uh because before I started this go around on like streaming and everything, I was a Fortnite streamer. So yeah, I was unfortunately one of those people for a hot minute. And then my friend picked up the game and then that was like all he wanted to play. So yeah, I have like a I have a certain amount of hours on Fortnite. I wish I could delete those hours and get my time back, but there's never been a game that I'm like so embarrassed about having so many hours on. As far as the hours go, I can't tell you the exact amount of hours that I have on Fortnite, but I believe it's like I want to say 1,000. I would say 1,000 hours over the course of like I don't know, since the game released or whatever. Which I guess it could be worse, but I'm not happy about it either. So I'm happy I don't play the I'm happy I don't play the game anymore. That's let's just put it that way. I like stopped playing it. Oh god, is this gonna be like a crazy number? Is I'm kind of scared just to know the number that you're about to say. I know how I know how people that get really heavy into Fortnite are, and how many hours it just takes away from your life, and you just never get that time back. Spoken as someone who has lost that many hours to the game. I will say, I always thought I was bad about the amount of hours I had in Fortnite, but I have a friend that plays Dead by Daylight, and that is all they play. And I wish I was joking when I say he has 5,668 hours on the game. I literally have it pulled up on Steam because I was curious of what he's at this point. That's it's not good. It's not. I don't like that. I don't like that that many hours exist in a game for. I understand enjoying a game, but man, I also feel like there's kind of lines too. Okay, we'll make two of these, and we should be good there. And then okay, I think we just need the copper. So we'll go up here, get the copper. I remember starting to play Fortnite and being like, I'm gonna be something. And then getting into some of the games and like seeing how sweaty people are, especially tournaments. Oh, oh my God, Skyrim. That's a. I want to hate on that amount, but I like Skyrim, so I'm not. I don't want to hate too hard, but that is a lot of hours. That is like a. That's a lot of playthroughs of Skyrim too. But yeah, I it's just crazy. It's just crazy things like that. You always wonder about it because like I said, my friend having 5,668 hours in Dead by Daylight. I genuinely sometimes like I want to do like a welfare check on them to make sure, hey, are you good? You this game you should not be playing this much of this game. You gotta stop, man. It's 5,000 hours. Actually, I mean, I'm not even gonna act like it's almost 6. So it's like I'm not that big on. I like gaming, but really streams are actually majority of my gaming. I don't really game much away from streams. Of course, if I need to do something for a series or something I'm actively doing on YouTube, then I'll do it. But like I'm have like the God Home stuff. I I said that I would do a lot of the God Home bosses, so therefore I'm actively just in my free time kind of playing fighting as I go along. Oh my god. I'm so sorry for your loss. Anyone who has that many hours, it's just all you just lose the person in general. Like I said, I like to branch out on my content too, so I hate having the same old stuff just constantly. See, I some of the games I kind of wanted to like add into variation. Satisfactory is one of them. I'd like to just kind of make it like a not like a MUB, but be. Oh my god. Roblox is another one of those games I unfortunately wish I could have time back. I what it sounds stupid now. Uh I used to play some of the cringiest things on Roblox when I used to play a long time ago. It was like Black Hawk Rescue Mission something, and you'd go through and people would be like actively essentially role playing. I never role played, but like you'd have people like essentially role playing, like being like flying into like areas of enemies and stuff like that, and like a helicopter and yeah. See, I tried to get into Rainbow Six. I wish I was joking. I literally spent money buying the game. You wanna know what happens the first time I launch the game? I get into a match, literally not even knowing how to do anything, and I have a lobby mass report me and get me banned. I was only banned for like a week or two or something, but it was still like it was enough to like be like, okay, yeah, I'm done. I'm not going back to this game. What was the yeah, there I got reported for foul language, even though I literally didn't even have any mic input. I don't even think I owned a mic at the time. So it's like I'm like, what did I do? I literally couldn't even have said anything. So therefore on I have Siege, but I never play Siege. If I do, it's against bots because I like winning. I'm telling you, it's a. I did Warzone for a little bit too. I actually I like and dislike Warzone at the same time. I feel like it's okay to critique Warzone because there are a lot of issues that it has as a game in general. Uh, I was a heavy Call of Duty player, and I felt like it kind of missed the mark for me. But I, one of the first games I ever owned, I literally remember, because I was unsure if I was actually even going to be able to play it at the time, because I think I was young enough to where I was like, it was a rated M game. It was a Modern Warfare cliffhanger demo. Oh, all-nighters, yeah, I just can't. I wish I could make excuses. Literally, one of the reasons I haven't been live is I have literally been in bed asleep by, yeah, literally I think I would sleep at like 7 p.m. the last couple nights. I'm like, oh my god, I just can't do this. I'm exhausted, and then I just pass out. Of course, it means that since I go to sleep so early, it means that I'm up extra early. So a lot of times I was waking up at like 3 in the morning. I know there for like one day I had like 9 p.m. to 3 in the morning, and then I'd get up and just be up for the day, and then just there's a lot of I got a lot of weird feelings about being up at 3 in the morning just because you don't really know what to do because it is like literally the middle of the night still. I'm fine right now, thankfully. I have to be actively like diving into something that I enjoy. Like I enjoy Satisfactory, so therefore it's not I have no issue like pushing past that time. But it's when I'm not actively doing something that it's easy for me to. Man, our farms are kind of okay. Build. Everything's just like rotors and stuff like that. I don't. You know what we're gonna do is I don't know if we'll get done this time. Okay. So this is gonna sound like a crazy amount. I want to get like 12 biomass burners. That way, I don't have to worry about power. I'll just have to worry about fueling them all. It's a worthy sacrifice. But yeah, I know like if you're in like the vertical stream, I know they won't see it, but so like so another little things I work on is like so this is I'm gonna hope it's not too loud. And I think I have a mic set up on this one too, so you'll still be able to hear me. But this is kind of something that I was working on. It's like a beat intermission screen, so I could go here.
Oh, there's a guy over here. He's lighting me up. Stop
and
that,
then like
sir. Stop that, people. Sir.
Have clips playing essentially.
Oh my god.
And then it's like, okay, well, that's then. So when I'm like gone or have to take like a few minute break, I can just leave, have clips like my best stuff clips playing or stuff like that. Another game I might throw into the mix, I don't know if you've heard of it, Hunt Showdown. It is probably one of the only shooting games I have like really gotten into recently, besides War Thunder. I'm never streaming War Thunder because I hate myself for playing the game in general, so yeah, that's but thankfully it's not just a me hating myself for playing the game. It's a community wide. Everyone in the community hates themselves for playing it. It's we all despise ourselves for ever downloading. So Hunt Showdown is uh it is an Hunt Showdown is an extraction based kind of, right? But it's set in a Western style esque. And there's like a lot of like I promise you don't want to have the ability to play War Thunder. Yeah, look, if you do it just normally, I guarantee it's not that bad. But anytime I play, my friend has this thing about we have to play on realistic, which means that everything is literally that much harder because you don't know like where you can hit on an enemy tank to actually pierce through the arm or whatever. It just creates a hole. You have to memorize it then. Like I said, Hunt Showdown was one of those games that I liked the idea of. It was extraction based. A lot of older style guns, like like 6 shooters, revolvers, repeater rifles, just little. And it's like a competitive. You go in, everyone's either there can be 1 or 2 bounties in the game, so it's like everyone's going to those actively. So your job's to like get the bounty, leave, or just wait and kill players, and that's the right way to do it. Just wait to kill players. I literally play the game to kill players. I don't care anything about bounties, which in the game that I should be worrying about, it actually works out surprisingly well. I need a copper factory. Yep. I gotta have the copper factory soon. The good thing is we're gonna have enough copper to make all the wire that we need. I just have to. Patience is not my strong suit in this game, and this game requires way more patience than I have in me. So thank God I'm streaming it. Because if I wasn't, I probably would have went off on a whole little. I wouldn't even be doing the resource stuff right now. I'd just be exploring. Okay, cool. Biggest factory I'm gonna need to set up. It's gonna be concrete. Because we need concrete to make foundations. So therefore, you know, we can actually start leveling stuff in the world. Getting things kind of squared up. We are building an absorbent amount of factories or these things, so hey, you're good. I'm actually gonna be wrapping up shortly, so actually literally as soon as this copper finishes crafting, I'm heading out. Dude, so you're good. Because I can pre-plan in my mind of how I'm gonna do stuff later. Okay, cool. Nice. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and select what our next job is that I wanted us to do. Alright. I think that's gonna be stream for me. So I appreciate everyone being here. I'm probably gonna raid out on Twitch. Wish there was an option to do it on YouTube, but there's just not. So I appreciate everyone being here, and I'm ending on YouTube right now. So thank you all again.